Howdy ho, here on Sunday, July the 17th. No, the 14th. Lord, brain. I swear it's in there somewhere. I don't know if it's connected. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the Bluetooth is off. I don't know. It's in there somewhere. But also, I guess, had a busy weekend. I did get the video. I had to figure out which the paranormal investigation that we did last night at the old courthouse and museum over there. I had to figure out which order to put the clips in, and hopefully I got them in the right order. I think I did, because at one point I had I didn't charge my camera before I went over, because I thought, oh, it'll be fine. I haven't used it for that much. I did yesterday's question, I didn't do much of anything with the camera, so it should be fine. It was not fine. It got to 5 minutes of taping time very fast, and then it did the blinkety blink 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 thing. It never quit. It never stopped, even though that one clip was very long. I should have probably been filming with, but I was running out of space on my camera. So I was like, well, I can't. I guess I need to go through and delete all the videos I have on there that I filmed for my vlog and sent to myself on Messenger. But then there was one fucking clip that I was trying to send myself on Messenger. I guess it was too long. I don't know. But then there was problems with the file, and I was having I plugged my phone into my computer. I almost said camera, but no. Computer with the USB, and was pulling, pulled the file directly from the fucking phone. And it still wasn't working. Luckily I have this program, something, I don't know what the fuck it was. something, VILMNOP something. That's not it at all. I was hoping it would pop up on the side here. But it's not gonna. Or AVI or VPI or V something, VILMNOP. I don't know. It was something that I was able to open the video file in and try to process it so that it would work. I tried, putting .mp4 at the end. That didn't work. Yeah, I don't know. Or .avi, just some kind of, to maybe where it would switch to a different, but none of that was working. But I did find this one program where I was able to convert it, which I thought I would be able to do with my Corel, but apparently I fucking can't. Corel wouldn't even open the goddamn thing. So I don't know, it filmed all the other clips just fine, except for this one. And I don't know, I've had that problem. I had that problem when we went to Weston to see Bob Reeder sing. Some of those files gave me fucking problems too, for whatever reason. Phone. But yeah, I found this one program on here, and I was able to convert it. So I tried to convert it a couple times, and then the little box just disappeared. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I clicked on something, and the text was so fucking tiny. I actually had to get down there on the floor next to my laptop to see it, to see what it was even saying, because the text on it was so fucking tiny. And then I saw something about, more options, whatever, blah, 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 and I looked on there, and it was giving me a start time and an end time. And I'm like, I just convert the whole fucking thing. I don't know why, that shouldn't affect anything. Because the start time and the end time were both 0. So I was like, well, it should just convert the file, right? I shouldn't have to select a start time and an end time, right? Wrong. No, I had to look to see how long the clip was. It was 9 minutes and 40 some seconds, whatever. And apparently, because once I did that and hit convert, it actually did what it was supposed to do and converted the file to an MP4, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I was able to actually, put it in the video yesterday. So I got all the clips in the right order and set it to go. And then apparently fell asleep before I go'd it. I did, because I crashed out here. We got home, and then of course we chatted for a little bit when we got home, and it was like I think 2 o'clock in the morning when we were finally going to bed, or when Mom and Sean finally went to bed. Of course, the thing lasted until a little after 1 o'clock in the morning, I think. Just a little bit. But yeah, I think it was about maybe 2-ish when they were actually going to bed. And then I was awake, and I was sussing out the clips for that. And making sure I was trying to get them in the right order. Like I said, I think I did. And then I got it all set and ready to go, and finally got that one file to work so that I could put it in there. I can't say it's a very captivating clip because it's the one in the museum where they're doing the Estes method thing. If you've seen the video, I don't know. It's 47 minutes, so I mean I understand if you haven't seen it yet, watched it yet, because it's fairly long. But there's this clip where we're in the museum and they're doing the Estes method, which is where the lady had headphones on and a blindfold and went to the back of the room so that she couldn't hear. The guy was at the front of the room with us asking questions very quietly, and if she heard anything come over the earpiece, she was supposed to say it out loud so that we would, know what was being said and maybe get some answers or, questions, answers, whatever that would link up and make sense. But so yeah, I finally got all that done, put together, put the title in, but then apparently did not click create video or whatever. whatever thing I thought I did, but apparently I did not click that button before I fell asleep. So I woke up at, I think it was maybe 8 o'clock this morning, I think, when Mom and Sean were up running around, or starting to get up and run around, whatever. So yeah, I looked at that and I'm like, oh, I never actually processed the video. I got it all put together. I even gave it a title, but I didn't fucking push the convert button or the process button or whatever the fuck it is that I was supposed to push in Corel. So then I had to wait for that to process. And it's like, I was asleep here for how many hours? Like, I could have been doing this the whole fucking time, but no. I had to doze off before I fucking pushed one goddamn button. But anyway, it's available now. For some reason, the fucking thumbnail won't post on Facebook. Something weird happened with that, though. Because it's like, I thought I changed, but there again, I might have done this when I was half asleep. Right before I dozed off. But I thought I did that this morning. Didn't I do that this morning after I woke up? Which I was also half asleep, because I just woke up. But I selected a thumbnail, and it changed the thumbnail on me. It auto-generated a thumbnail. And I'm like, I don't need you to do that. I selected one, but maybe I selected one but didn't hit save. I don't know. I don't know. But for whatever reason, the thumbnail won't post on Facebook, so. But I went ahead and posted it anyway with a blank fucking screen and put a description at the top so that, anyone who's looking for it will know what it is. Fucking stupid. But I don't know if that's YouTube being stupid or Facebook, because you can never fucking tell, because both of them are pretty fucking stupid. But anyway, it's the 14th. Yes, let me see. Gail hadn't posted any new videos. They might have been asleep all day, and I don't blame them if they were. No, I don't see any new. He did yesterday's question, so I don't see today's question yet. I don't see, because it's pretty late in the day. It's 20 after. It's almost 4:20, man. Hey. It's 4:18. Mom just left a little while ago because we spent most of the morning looking up stuff that we had done and showing Sean, Mackinac Island and some of the weird things like the house on the rock that we had done, and the giant metal heads and the fiberglass mold graveyard that we went to that one time. So we were showing, looking up all this stuff and showing him what we had done over the years. But I still, because it started out, I was looking through my pictures to find that fucking squirrel. That place, I think I talked about it in a video the other day, where the girl was like, oh, don't film me, basically, at that mine that we were at. We're trying to figure out where the mine was, where the little train that went around the grounds. Because I was asking Mom if she remembered where it was, so I went back through my pictures again, trying to find it, and then that kind of distracted us with like, oh, we've done this, and looking up information on, this place, and, so it kind of turned into a whole... Of course, we usually waste half the morning anyway when Mom's here. I don't know, Sean was kind of like watching a tennis match on his phone at certain points, but also paying attention to what we were trying to show him, his tennis match much got over at some point, because I think he put his phone away, but... So I don't know if Sean was planning on leaving a lot earlier than he did, but he ended up here until like 1 o'clock, and then he's like, it's 1 o'clock, would you guys like to go have lunch before I left town? So we went up and had some old Barney's, pretty good stuff. And then they both went about their merry ways, but it's like, nearing the end of the day. 4:20. Is it actually officially 4:20 now? It is. It's 4:20. Yay. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. But it's also, what did I say, the 14th? Yes, the 14th, not the 17th. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It would be awesome if I could earn money by sleeping. Oh my god. If I could get paid for fucking sleeping. Which Nick had a friend that basically, that's what he did. It was like one of those cushy, like a government job kind of things, because he worked at like an old folks home or something, and he worked overnight. And there was the front desk guy, and then there was the backup guy. And the backup guy, which was Nick's friend, he was only there in case the front desk guy had to like run somebody to the hospital, or if there was some kind of emergency, and the front desk guy had to leave the front desk, the backup would then become, the front desk person. But most of the time, that didn't happen. There were no emergencies. The front desk guy remained the front desk guy all night long. So Nick's friend would bring like a pillow and a blanket, and like sleep in the break room for 8 hours or however long his shift was, and then go home. Because he was just the backup guy. He was just there to be, in case the front desk guy had to take off for whatever reason. That's so fucking amazing. And then of course, he'd slept all night, so he was like rested and ready to go and hang out with his friends during the day, and God, that sounds so fucking amazing. Or, being able to do YouTube videos, of course, would be very awesome to make money off of. I used to have monetization. I didn't make that much money off YouTube. It was like, because there was like I can't even think of the name of the company now, but it's like they had a $100 threshold. They wouldn't pay you until you made $100 in your account, whatever. And so I would get a $100 check like twice a year. That's how long it took me, with the views that I get, to get a $100 check from YouTube. So it wasn't that much, and it wasn't that often. I mean, extra $100 was always nice. I'll definitely take that now. And so every once in a while, it would come in at just the right time, when we were going on vacay day, when we were going on Mom's birthday trip. So that was an extra $100 for the trip, which was nice, definitely, to have. I guess it would be kind of cool to make money as a writer. Like, that's... excuse me, that's something that's always interested me. But it's just kind of one of those things, like, I'm like, any entertainment medium, I mean, it's basically like, unless you're like fucking Stephen King, or, I mean, some people do make, like, like, print their own books, promote their own books, you know, I mean, I guess in this day and age, with the internet and whatever, it's a lot easier to get your name and your product out there. If I guess if you market yourself, I'm not the best at marketing myself. I'm like, here's my shit, either like it or don't. I don't care, you know. Like, but as far as like getting it in front of people and like for them to even find out whether they like it or not, I guess, you know, that's kind of the way it was with Nick's movie. And I mean, he tried. Like, we had like 3 or 4 DVD signings at Hastings, and like, I mean, we sold out most times, I think, because some people were just kind of like wanting to support, or some people might have felt guilty. I don't know. I don't know. One guy was a farmer. That was his. And that was just the weirdest response, you know. We're like, oh, we have this locally made movie here if you're interested in checking it out. And he's like, oh, no, I'm a farmer. And he just kept walking. And like, Nick was like, farmers don't watch movies? But I guess the idea was, you know, he's so busy he doesn't have time to watch a movie. I don't know. A lot of times. I don't know. But yeah, like any of that kind of stuff, like, and I mean, it's hard to make a living off of it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe it's a hard road. I mean, those hours sitting at Hastings, like, trying to get people to pay attention to us were very long days, you know. But I guess they were more enjoyable than any shift I've ever had at, you know, any other job. It's just kind of like, you know, chatting with people sometimes, or like, you know, helping Nick get his movie out there, whatever, you know. It was a lot more enjoyable, even though it was a long, boring day. Because it's like you're just sitting there, like, either waiting for people to notice you, or, you know, we kind of got this spiel where, like, I would, like, hook people in. I'd be like, oh, we have this, you know, locally made film here, and this locally made independent film, I believe, is the way that I would sell it. Here, if you'd like to check it out, you know. And of course, when we were here in town, the number one question we would always get asked, like, oh, are you associated with the campus? No, we just did this. We just, you know, Nick got some not insurance money, inheritance money, and bought a camera. He just wanted to make a movie, and he did, you know. And here it is. Check it out, you know. And then, you know, Nick would answer, like, the questions, like, tell about the story, and the kind of blah, 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 you know. So it's like you're just sitting there, like, I was like, sometimes my social battery is very, like, low, so it's like, I'm not, like, in the mood to be, like, interacting with people, but it's like, you gotta do it all the time if you're doing that. So, I mean, maybe if I was doing that for a living, I wouldn't enjoy it as much, you know, because then it's like, oh, well, this is how I, you know, keep a roof over my house. Keep a roof over my head, or put food in my mouth, you know, like, this is important. Now, it's not just a hobby, it's not just fun, it's a fucking job, you know, once again. But it's like, I feel like sometimes it's, like, so hard to make a living, you know, doing, unless you're, like, fucking Stephen King, or, you know, Michael Bay, or some other, like, important person who's, you know, making a bunch of money consistently, like, consistently working, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard to, you know, do that, but I mean, that would be fun, I guess, just to have people out there, you know, I mean, hopefully enjoying my stories, whatever, you know, you never know. I mean, I'm sure, like, not everybody's gonna love you. People are gonna tear your work apart, you know. They're gonna come to your YouTube videos and tell you look like a pedophile, you know, and that you should shave your head, and, you know, all these other comments that people have, like, every time a video gets a little bit of exposure, I start seeing an uptick in these kinds of comments, you know, and I've had 2 videos recently that kind of had an uptick, so I've gotten quite a few of those comments lately, you know, but it's cool, we only pay attention to the people that love me, right? Who gives a shit about the rest of y'all? Not me, you know. Um, just, I mean, guess entertain people, make people happy, you know, like, that sounds like a cool job to have, you know. So, there's a couple of them, I guess. I don't necessarily remember what all I just said. But, I mean, I guess having a job as like we had last night, you know, a paranormal investigator, you know, going around and, um, getting to explore these locations and, you know, maybe get some kind of possible evidence of the paranormal, you know, just kind of do that sort of thing would be fun, exciting, interesting job, an interesting way to make money, I guess. But there again, you know, that's kind of a pipe dream. I feel like one of those where it's like it's so hard to actually make money, actually make a living off of, you know. But sometimes you just do it for the love of, you know, love of life, I guess. Because it's like I don't want to go, I definitely don't want to be some boring like, you know, office suit or whatever. Like that just sounds fucking terrible to me, personally. So it's, I mean, you know, that's what I said. I might have what some people call a shitty retail job, but I enjoy it. You know, I mean, I don't hate it. I hate that I have to be there and be an adult and go do things, but you know, on a general. And I hate when they make it suck so much. Usually because some dick in a suit somewhere higher up thinks that they know better than everyone else when they fucking don't. That's a whole nother soapbox, I suppose. My hands still smell like old Barney's. That's okay. One of the videos we were watching this morning, actually, one of the videos we were watching about Mackinac Island, it was like this married couple or whatever, and the guy's name happened to be Jason. So she was like, "Oh, Jason got a barbecue bacon burger," and so when we went to Old Barney's, they actually had a barbecue bacon. I mean, most places have a barbecue bacon burger now. It's just like, you know, a burger with the egg on it. A lot of places have that. You know, it's kind of the new thing, the new fad or whatever. I was like, well, since I didn't get one this morning, I guess I might as well get one now. You know. So they already said that, you know, this is what Jason ordered. So I'm like, I guess I will. That was good. Still smells pretty good. And the fries. But anyway, I got distracted from what I was actually saying, but fuck if I know. But anyway, yes, that's a couple of comments, questions, concerns. I don't know. I think the brain is even less braining now, so sleep may be imminent. But anyway, I'm gonna at least get this uploaded before that happens and actually push the right fucking buttons this time so that it does. And I'll see you for what I see you.